Help Yourself, A Tale of Two Mice. In a quiet little village, there were two mice named Max and Timmy. They were the best of friends, always running around together, looking for food and exploring new places. Max was adventurous and brave, while Timmy was a bit more cautious, often relying on Max to lead the way. One warm evening, Max and Timmy decided to explore the farmer's barn. The barn was known to have piles of grain, seeds, and even cheese left behind by the farmer's children. For the two mice, it was like a treasure hunt waiting to happen. They made their way to the barn, sneaking past the barnyard cat who was snoozing in the corner. We have to be quick, Timmy, whispered Max. The cat could wake up at any moment. Timmy nodded nervously, following Max into the barn. Once inside, their eyes lit up at the sight of a large sack of grain lying on the floor. They scampered up to the sack, nibbling and filling their cheeks with the delicious grains. They were so busy eating that they didn't notice a small, old wooden bucket lying nearby. Suddenly, while chasing a piece of grain, Timmy slipped and fell right into the bucket. Max, help me, he squeaked as he tried to scramble out. Hearing Timmy's cry, Max ran over to the edge of the bucket, looking down at his friend. Hold on, Timmy. I'll pull you up, Max said, stretching his little paws down as far as he could. But the bucket was deep, and Timmy was slipping further down, unable to get a firm hold. To make matters worse, the bottom of the bucket was covered in sticky water, and Timmy was starting to sink. Max, I can't get out. Timmy squeaked, his eyes filling with fear. The sides are too slippery. Max took a deep breath. He knew he couldn't leave his friend alone, but he also knew that he couldn't pull Timmy out by himself. Max, I can't get out. Timmy squeaked, his eyes filling with fear. The sides are too slippery. Timmy was growing tired, and his legs felt heavy. I'm too tired, Max. I can't swim anymore, he whimpered. Max felt helpless. He tried everything he could think of to reach Timmy, but nothing seemed to work. He watched as his friend's energy started to fade. Finally, Timmy stopped moving and sunk to the bottom of the bucket, unable to hold on any longer. Max was heartbroken. He wanted to help his friend, but Timmy had given up too soon. Max wiped his tears and promised himself that he wouldn't let the same thing happen to him if he were ever in a similar situation. A few days later, Max found himself in a familiar predicament. While exploring another part of the barn, he too slipped and fell into a deep pot filled with sticky cream. As he struggled to climb out, he realized that the sides of the pot were just as slippery as the bucket Timmy had fallen into. Not again, Max thought, feeling a rush of fear. But he quickly remembered the promise he had made to himself. I have to keep trying. I won't give up like Timmy did. Max began to swim and paddle as hard as he could, churning the thick cream around him. His legs were getting tired, and his body ached, but he kept going. I can't stop now, he told himself. If I give up, I'll sink. Hours passed, and Max's strength was fading, but he refused to quit. He kept moving, even though his little body was exhausted. He pushed through the pain, determined to survive. Little did he know that his constant churning was causing a change in the cream. Slowly but surely, the cream began to thicken, turning into butter. As Max continued to struggle, he realized that the cream beneath him was becoming more solid. He felt a surge of hope. I'm doing it! I'm making butter! With renewed energy, Max paddled even harder, and soon he was able to stand on the thickened butter. He pushed himself up and, with one last leap, jumped out of the pot to safety. Max lay on the ground, breathing heavily. He had done it, he had saved himself. Max thought about Timmy and felt a mixture of sadness and pride. He wished Timmy had kept fighting, but he knew that this experience had taught him a valuable lesson. Sometimes, no one else can help you, and you have to rely on your own strength to survive. From that day on, Max shared his story with other animals in the barn, hoping to inspire them to never give up, no matter how hopeless things seemed. He became known as the little mouse who fought against the odds and showed others the true power of perseverance. When life gets tough, don't give up. Keep fighting, and sometimes you'll find a way out even when it seems impossible.